Hey, goddesses. Look, I hope your day is amazing. I hope it's fabulous. I hope it's spectacular. I hope it's awesome, honey. I hope you're just having the best day ever. So, today, I wanted to talk about one of the biggest ways we give away our power. Because when we're talking about living a magical life and living an amazing life and living a life where we are just feeling fabulous and awesome and inspired and just wonderful, right? I mean, that's what we want. We want lives where the vast majority of the time, that is how we feel. And it is difficult to feel that way, honey, when we are giving our power away, especially when we don't know that that's what we're doing. So, what is one way that we give our power away and don't even know it? I'm going to tell you, it's caring what other people think. Or a better way of saying that is believing we know what someone else is thinking about us or about what we're doing. And so we spend a lot of time saying things like, well, I don't want them to think this. Oh, they probably think that. Or if I do this, they'll probably think that, right? And so we don't realize that we're actually giving our power away in two ways. One is we're making up a story about what someone else believes in, basing our action on that, and we don't even know what they're thinking. Okay, that's number one, honey. Number one is now we've spent this time thinking what they're thinking, which could or could not be the case, and then adapting our behavior as a result. That's the first way. The second way is we are actually now basing what we want to do on what someone else is feeling or thinking, or what we are or are not going to do on what someone else is feeling or thinking. And honey, how can we walk in our power when all of our choices or a large number of our choices are made based on what someone else may or may not think about what we're doing? And so oftentimes we think we're being caring and we're being considerate and we're being a good mom or a good wife or a good friend. But what we're really doing is we're giving away our power. And we're saying, how I feel about this and what matters to me is not going to be a priority. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make what matters to someone else, or what I think matters to someone else, more of a priority to me than my own desires. And then we look up and it's 6 months, a year, 2, 10, 20 years down the road. And we're like, how did I end up not being a priority in my own life? Where did I give away my magic? Where did I give away my power? And oftentimes it's little things like that. And so if you catch yourself thinking, well, I don't want them to feel this, or I don't want them to think this, or, if I do this, then they're going to think that. Stop. Gently remind yourself, you know what they think is their business. But I have to do what makes me happy. I have to do what brings me peace. I have to do what brings me balance, right? Because I cannot make someone else happy. And no one can make you happy. The truth is, each person has got to choose to be happy. And then they choose people to align with that happiness, right? And so anytime we're looking for someone else to make us happy, we are already way out of alignment. We've given our power away, and they have to do this, this, and this for me to be happy, which means I'm not working the muscle of finding my own happiness. And so I encourage you, remind yourself, what other people think about you is none of your business. Do what feels good for you. Do what feels right for you. Do what feels true for you. And then from that place, if you can do it in integrity with who you are, then do for other people, then give to other people. At the end of my yoga classes, I always have the students to imagine themselves filling up with just wonderful abundance, and the abundance filling them from head all the way up out of the crown of their head and bubbling down around them, and then imagining everyone around them being blessed by this abundance of goodness, right? And that's how we want to give, from an abundance of goodness. And we cannot give from an abundance of goodness if we are basing our choices on what we give on trying to control what someone thinks about us or how they see us. All right, goddesses, that's it and that's all. You go on and you have a magical day, sugar. All right. All right. See you next time. Bye bye.